couldn't read. She couldn't see look close, so she had trouble taking her medicine.
She
We
couldn't
just
read
got
the
her glasses
package.
last Saturday,
So
and now
she's-
she can see.
she's doing a
now
lot
she's
better.
doing a lot better. There's nothing. She doesn't have dementia. I'm retired
we
from the
don't
post
know.
office as a postmaster. I was a city carrier for years, and I've dealt with a lot of people with dementia, Alzheimer's, and what have
Well,
you.
we're gonna find out.
Yeah,
okay?
good,
So
good,
We'll get
good.
her vital signs and I'll answer some questions.
Betty,
Yeah.
this is important. So she gets frustrated. She's been
Yeah.
through this 100 times.
So,
Just like Crawford, he came over and dropped off the paperwork and then left. And we didn't see him for 10 days. Had to call him back to come back out and get the paperwork. Nobody ever investigated her getting robbed by this guy's son. Nobody ever investigated that.
They
To our
didn't
knowledge.
investigate about you coming in after everybody's in bed either. And her box, her money's missing.
What are you talking about?
Crawford?
Matt, here's
You are
gonna get
full.
your blood
He
pressure,
don't like you
okay?
people, and you can tell.
No, I know he doesn't because he thumbs up the people that hate us. That's why I always go like this when I drive by him, because he's on their side. We know that. That's why we don't go to City Hall, because he witnessed what happened April 1st.
I know.
How come you to move out of Gainesville?
I gotta
Yeah,
ask you.
Barry Odell.
He called us a
thumbs up in
fool.
his,
He called us a
postings
fool
and
on
stuff.
Facebook
That's not
and said
good
a
thing to
bunch
do
of
when you're
stuff
supposed to be
about
neutral.
us. And then you're like, thumbs up. He took a picture of
Yeah.
Dave's butt in there, and you're like,
Hey, girl. Yeah, I don't like that.
because we feel like that was like really. I mean, we feel like we had a case against that guy, and then
We got a
to
case
have
against
the
the city.
authorities
I mean, what
like
you guys did, and it's
aiding
all
him.
on film. Except for the film that Barry relied on June 10th. And then in Bush, when we wanted a copy of it, it says it doesn't exist. How do you slander somebody in front of the whole town down there
and then won't produce the video.
and won't give me the video? That's a court deal.
Yeah, but that's a different issue.
That's a
Let's
whole
just
different
focus
issue.
on that on
Right
a
now, the
different
only
day.
thing we're concerned about is her safety. She wants peace of mind. She's been going up to the senior center. That's why Jay's here, is to
He's
take her up there
gone.
so she
He
can play
left.
dominoes and what have you. Huh?
He said something about bingo. So,
Yeah.
so what's the situation going on today? Who called?
These guys,
Dave
we
called.
called originally.
Because Betty
These-
told us Sunday night, she said,
These
my
guys
boy
just need to
Gary
leave."
just called and said that they're going to come and take me to the doctor or take me to the nursing home and change the locks in my house. And she was upset. And
So I want
so,
one person talking at a time right
Okay.
now. I don't need multiple people talking.
and so yesterday we watched all day and they never showed. Well, this morning when I let the dogs out, I saw him pulling in, so I went and told Dave. He called 911. We walked up here and Gary came and pushed him
Twice.
twice. And then Dave, like, get away from me, and he pushed him back, and then he rolls.
Did
This
you
guy.
not hit me in the stomach?
Yes, I did. Anybody comes up and shoves me, is
Yeah.
going to get hit in the stomach or face.
Yeah,
I did
I
you
you
a
was
favor.
trying to
charged
get to my
at
mother.
him.
He is
These guys are
threatening-
older than me,
If
believe
he's
it or
got
not.
a
I'm the
gun, I
senior
want
here.
him off the property now.
We're not
You
using
don't
it.
have that call, dude. You don't have anything in your hand that says that.
Says I got one eye says I own
Jamie
it.
sent your little brother over to the county to get the paperwork.
He has the deed to
He has the deed.
Jamie sent the
Okay,
paper. Jamie sent him to
She
go
has
get the
life-
paperwork to
she
show
has
that they had a
life-
right to come and
life rights
break into the house.
Betty does. They have their
Betty-
deed goes into effect when Betty's dead.
He lied to us the day she was in the hospital by saying that he went to the hospital and she gave him permission to come here. So he goes home.
I never did see him at the
You hear this?
hospital.
He's verifying
I
right
didn't
now.
ask.
So he goes home and gets the ladder.
Gary in the hospital room.
Let him
And
talk.
no, he don't need to do all the
And
talking.
he's hanging
She
out and
let
breaking
me
into her
have me
house.
and Gary
Does
go
that
in the
sound like
hospital
Mom
room,
gave
and
him
she
permission?
said, "I'm
They're
not
not
going to be
supposed
able
to
to
be here.
stay at home
Jamie told
anymore.
us
You
before
might
we
as
had
well
our
sell the
fallout.
house and stuff."
Jamie told
That's
us-
why I come down to get in the house to make
There's a
sure
letter
what
down
in the
there that says-
refrigerator
We called
is
Betty on the phone that morning and she
says
was livid.
that she
I
wasn't
don't
ready to
care
get this
what.
back.
That's the
They
dementia
have
show.
no
And that's the
business.
reason why
I
that
don't
y'all
think that
left.
changed. So all you have to do is, I don't want to talk to Jamie because I think he's an ass.
Well,
But
because of what he did to us on
you can,
April 1st.
Jamie, who you guys?
Jamie Turnbull. the
He told Dave
so-called
never to
police
touch
chief
me
here.
on the arm again. We wanted to leave the meeting. He goes, "Don't you ever touch your wife like that again."
On
And
April
it freaked us out. I'm still freaked out. I'm scared. I fear
April
for my
1st,
life
we were
here.
going down the laundry list of the failures of this police department.
Hi, Billy.
He knows it. He was sitting there watching. And Bush cut us off and said, "You're done." So he wouldn't even let us talk. And
So
we were
they-
the only citizens
so
there.
he goes, "Come
So it
on,
was 9
come on,
men.
baby, let's go."
Plumlee, Bush, the 4 guys, this guy. Yeah, they don't want to hear this. But it's true.
Yeah, and then when we went back to the meeting, because I was so rattled that he did that, he was goading Dave, going, "Be a man, get back in that room," because Dave didn't want to go back
What would
into
you
that
do
meeting. He
If
wanted
you were in a
to
public place
goad
and
him.
a cop came up, especially if you weren't a cop. I know you're a cop, I'm not. Came up and said, "Don't ever," and looked me in the face. Didn't even get up off his chair.
No.
He looked me in the face, and this guy witnessed it. He says,
Don't you ever touch your wife like that
Touch your
again.
wife like that again. All I did.
He touched me on the elbow and said, "Come on, baby, let's
Because they said we
go."
were done. We were ready to leave. Does that sound aggressive? No.
They were trying to build a case against
So
us, obviously.
these guys are bad guys. He's part of it. We tried to tell him at the beginning, stay away from these guys. They're not good.
Well, we suspect since
But he's thumbs up and so
I mean,
that's
Yeah.
the deal.
he liked the post.
on Facebook.
Oh,
On
Barry-
Barry Odell.
yeah,
Barry
he
Odell has
liked
been
posts
attacking
against
us
us.
since May,
Yeah.
and we didn't even know it. We went back and looked and saw all these negative posts that Barry Odell did on us, and turned her likes.
And by the
blocked
way,
them.
while Betty's laying on her back in the hospital with her face out here like this, the whole side of her face, not just her eye, this girl starts telling people that we're bad.
that we stole their house.
That
We bought that
we
saloon.
bought this building over there from her family, from her mom.
People told
And
us
she
that
started
she
to
said
slander
that.
stuff there. These guys are not good
That we
people.
robbed them blind.
Betty knows
that was the
and
quote.
does not want them here. They finagled the house from her, and they do get the house when she dies. Jamie acknowledged that, and nothing should change.
Well, I've got a little
So
surprise
today,
for you when you die.
what happened today?
I got a little surprise for you when
Well,
you die.
first of
So
all,
who's supposed to be here?
when he
Okay.
Betty, is
Just
the only one
worry,
supposed to
you
be
don't have to be buried by my
We live
dad.
there. We have that
We're
building
next to
over there.
kin, so we can
Her
have you
family.
put off anywhere or
Betty
cremate you.
wants these guys out of here.
We can. We're next to kin.
And now I believe it. I believe everything that she's told us because they've proven it. You don't break into your mom's house while she's in intensive care.
She lives here.
Yeah.
No one else does.
No.
It's her property.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Okay. To be clear,
It took me 22 years
it's
to
irrelevant.
bought this place.
Show us the addendum.
She has
We've
life.
asked them for
She
the
has
addendum.
life.
They won't give us the addendum.
Whatever they call that.
They-
It's in a what do you call it?
Betty wants
a
the
state.
addendum so she can tell what the deeds are, but you won't give it to her. But that's fine.
She
You
got a
guys keep
copy
it.
of
But
it.
you can take that deed and you can show the
Betty has
officer.
the deed.
It doesn't
She's
prove
got a
a
copy
thing,
inside.
except for
We
the
gave it
fact
to her.
that she gets to live here until she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's that simple. Isn't
But
it?
we don't have to let everybody else in here though.
Glad to meet you. My wife's Dawn.
Nice to meet you.
And Betty's the one that lives here. She's the one over there that everybody's giving a hard time. She just wants to live her life, sit out here on the floor.
They're trying to take her against
and
her
they're trying to
will.
throw her out of her
And
house.
she's sending him letters every week or so, sending letters and stuff.
Not every week. I think Betty sent
What are the
3.
letters saying?
Like
Okay.
since April.
She can't do
Babe,
typewriter.
we need the letters. So the letters, the gist of the letter is, they tied this house up 16 years ago when their dad died. And so
Well, it went through
Betty was,
probate.
I know good and well Betty wasn't involved with any of that.
Obviously,
she
it
didn't
went.
have-
We went to the lawyer.
She didn't have the money to buy them out.
Yeah.
So they went over here and got an attorney in Thayer
A probate attorney.
in 96. He became a judge in 97. But in 96, he wrote up some papers, the deed, and the addendum, which they stole all of her paperwork. So we don't have the addendum. We had to go to the courthouse to get the deed. We took it to the sheriff's office to file a police report. And they said no. After they told us they were going to handle it, because we told them what we thought about this place, then they
But back to
put
the
Crawford
deed.
on
Let's
it.
focus on the deed.
So the deed, all it says that Betty gets to live here till she dies. We don't
Yeah.
have the addendums, we don't know the particulars. But that's the bottom line. These guys need to go. That's it. That's simple.
You gonna run us off our own property?
Yes,
We're
I am.
not running
You're a
you
landlord.
off.
If you're
We're
not here
not.
to fix that rotted thing up there, get rid of that tree, put your mama's stoop out here. Why isn't there a stoop out here?
She can
Why
go on
isn't
the
the tree
concrete
already
out
gone?
Oh,
front.
that's fine and dandy. Your daughter-in-law.
They locked her
Locked
in.
her in.
She couldn't
Wow.
She
access
ain't
her
here now,
door.
so she's got that ramp right now.
Why
right?
wouldn't you want to spend $100 and put a ramp up there?
I didn't know anything about it.
The letters that we're writing
That's what
covers all
the
Yeah,
that.
letter-
when did we get
You
that?
ain't
I
got
got
my
that
address.
letter
You can't write me
Saturday
a
when I
letter.
got the letter. And would you get out from
The
in
latest
front of me?
one, well, it's about the third time that we're following up on it. This time we sent pictures. The pictures of the porch up there, the oven in there is hooked up to the same circuit as the dryer. We need a stoop here, the carpet. This guy witnessed his mom fall the other day. She tripped over
fell
the
on
carpet.
purpose
The
'cause I
the
watched her,
DHS said
dumb.
needs to be restretched. We sent all that information to them.
That's what was on the letter.
Those
was
are
all
the
the
things
things
we
that, like
write.
DHS that needed to be
I'm not.
tended to
We're
in
not
her
trying to give her
house.
money. If we were, we would have our name on the POD over here at the
She's
bank.
supposed to have.
But she wanted to put Gary on there. We suggested not.
But she
I think
did.
she's fixing to
And that's
change
how it is.
There's another relative that deserves a lot more than these guys.
She has
She
a need.
loved her son so much.
Yeah,
Not
Gary.
this one.
Someone has
This
to
is
be
that
fired.
one.
Is this her son as well?
Yeah, this is the son, that's the son.
We caught him breaking in.
This is the
He
wife
was
of
breaking
this guy.
into her house last
It's her
October
son.
when she was in the
They
hospital.
broke into the house.
This is a daughter-in-law?
Okay, that's Gary's
right?
wife.
Stepson?
Yeah, Gary's wife.
No. Who you married to?
She's married to Gary.
I thought you were married to Gary. I thought Charles was his son. Yeah. Well, that makes
Well,
you his mom.
stepmom. Stepmom.
Don't come around here ever.
No, they got a POA while she was on her back at the hospital. Yeah, that's right. And then they broke into her house then.
I'm gonna talk to this officer.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
Sit down, make yourself
You
comfortable.
know,
We're too
let me tell you,
rattled.
I'm retired from the post office 29 and a half years. And I was a postmaster for years, and I was a city carrier for years. I was a clerk. You don't see that many people as a clerk except at the window. I deal with tons of people. I told the doctor 2 weeks ago yesterday, that I haven't seen any signs of dementia with her.
You've
None.
answered all my questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
The real estate lady from Hardy, Fran, she came by and she goes, well, as she was leaving, because we were talking about listing the house. We thought they want money so bad, they'll let her sell the house and let her have something so she can go out and buy a house. She's with it, man. She's not missing a
she
beat.
is with it.
So-
Her blood sugar's good, her
Good.
vital signs are good.
Good, yay,
This
baby.
gentleman says he has power of attorney.
Who
So
does?
I need
Who?
paperwork.
No, he does not. Nobody.
I need to see paperwork.
That's
Yeah.
right. Make sure you
So-
see
I
the
don't think
paperwork because
Betty's
these guys
done
are
one.
habitual liars.
I mean, if
Their
if they get-
granddaughter had one, and Betty
Yeah,
dissolved
and they
it.
robbed her blind. They
And
took
I don't think
$4,500 out of the bank,
anybody's
done
took
it
a pickup
since.
truck.
if they have paperwork, then I have no choice.
Right.
To
I
take
They-
it.
know.
they don't have
I know.
paperwork.
But she
But-
dissolved the paperwork that was in
Okay.
effect.
So
Yeah, they keep saying they got all this stuff, but they don't.
Well, they can produce it. They have it. But, Gary used to have one, and
like I
Betty
told
dissolved
him,
Why are they hiding the addendum? Why
don't
won't
know.
they let Betty have the addendum? I don't get that.
it because then they have to fix the house.
Yeah,
That's what
because
I
it tells the truth.
Well, I am for the one that's the best for me.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
You
You
need
want
to
your
be.
best interest.
Why would
That's
you
all
want
that
somebody that's
matters.
trying to rob you blind and put you out on the street? And that's exactly what they're doing.
we'll put you in a nursing home.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're really
I
trying to do
know.
because then they feel like they can have the house.
Yeah. Well, when she was in the
And we're
hospital
here.
in
We take care
November,
of her.
when she was in, or October, and October 26th is when she fell, and October 30th is when Brandy was breaking in. He said she's going in the hospital. I'm gonna sell all of her stuff. I'm changing the locks. We're gonna sell the house, and all she needs is the clothes that she'll need in the nursing home. That's
That
what
was
he
last
said.
October.
Well, that's sad. We only
Yeah.
got, we only,
It is.
We only got one mama.
I can't tell you
know.
how many people
Yeah.
have thanked us for helping her.
I'm gonna go talk to the officer.
You've only got one mama.
That's
That's
right.
the truth.
That's right. I'm sorry you didn't get to go play bingo. We can take you up there. We can take you up there and drop you off at the senior center once all this is done.